It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Play action on first down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. No return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Hand off to the back. Juke the defender. And he stopped after getting this down inside the 35. Looks like to the 33.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They're going play action. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw left side, complete. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up a throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete. It's McLaurin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Williams with the INT. And the Rams come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He can run it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On second down, a run with Williams. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Play made by Deron Payne. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Third down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Rams.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The give here on second. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Got 5, and now it's going to be third down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Running for the marker with Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Give now to the running back. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
From the 24, it is cut left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Commanders with the football. New set of downs for him at the 38. They motion a receiver left. To throw it on first down. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
2nd and 10 now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Williams with the INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book. Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky. Stay tight and force the throwaway.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
They'll run here on first down. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cut out left. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Going for it, it's Williams. Taken down right along the 30. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He sends this one to the end. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get some late points and the lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it. The Commanders has a hole left, room to run. 40. At the 20. And he is into the end zone, so they steal 2 points on the block kick and return.
That play doesn't stop just because it's a point after the kick. Not in this league. Not right now. Somebody on that kicking team has got to get on their horse down the field. And here's the thing, Kate. I know what's going to happen in the film room tomorrow. One side is going to be miserable. And the other, rewind, rewind, rewind. Look at that effort. Look at that desire. And look at the 2 points because because of it.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. No one around. He's got space. And the Rams take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that... They've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Washington calls it second timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action here. And finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Rams will add to their lead at the end of the half. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they'll have it a little shy on a 40 as he goes out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, he got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Chased out to his right. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. Space past the 35. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Has a lane inside the 35. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Running it after the penalty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Zappe back to throw. This is hauled in by McLaurin. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's Zappe. And that one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, Zappe. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the 2nd half with some needed points. The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
Maybe a little armchair quarterback after that call. I think the defense knew exactly what was coming.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And that run's fairly uneventful. Only a small gain to near the 22. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Another run for Williams. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Zappy to the air now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and of course, was the incompletion.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jared Verse on the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. So we're through 3 here. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
Right back to him on 1st and goal. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Back to the well again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Washington. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
And now the Commanders face a very important 2-point attempt. He's throwing for it! And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's stopped after getting this down to about the 44. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Throw complete to Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He'll throw it. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. They connect for the 1st. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. They've got 1st down from the 31. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Looking to throw. Firing one deep for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, here we go. Huge play for the Rams, going for 2. They want to run it across. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
You know, this game can be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry finest.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Zappi. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Commanders down by 7. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Zappi setting to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Rams make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
He picks up 28 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Williams on the carry. And he'll advance this down to the 22-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it brings up an L.A. first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Brock. It's been an incredible stretch of games for them. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
What you got? Let's go, boy. Check, for them. They can't stop. Here we go, right. Get him blocked now, get him blocked.